Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into what might be the single biggest roadblock for using AI in clinical trials. And, it's probably not what you're thinking. Let's get right into it.
So if you're in pharma R&D like me, this is a problem you live and breathe every single day. We are all desperately looking for a faster, cheaper way to get to approval. The problem is, the system itself just feels like it's working against us. And really, at the very heart of it all, is this: an evidence gap. For so many areas we're working in, that high-quality evidence we absolutely need to make smart, confident decisions, it just isn't there. It means our teams are often forced to make educated guesses when what they really need is hard data.
And this gap is a direct result of the way we've always done things. The traditional trial model is just painfully slow. It's incredibly expensive. And, if we're being honest, a lot of the time our trials don't even hit the most urgent clinical questions. And on top of all that, they're so specific that the results don't always map to the diverse, real-world patients that we're ultimately trying to treat.
This is exactly why AI feels like such a game changer. It offers this incredible promise of a faster, smarter, more connected way to get the evidence we need. It's really a chance to completely rethink the whole process from the ground up. Now, the ultimate vision, the holy grail of this AI-driven future, is the digital twin. I mean, just imagine it, creating a perfect digital copy of a patient. An in silico model where you could simulate how a disease will progress and even test different treatments, all virtually, before you even start a real-world trial. And listen, this isn't just some sci-fi fantasy. The framework for this is actually being built right now. First, you sense. You're streaming continuous data from wearables, sensors, you name it. Then, you simulate, using all that data to model biological functions and predict future health. And finally, you suggest, pinpointing risks and potential interventions way before a clinician might even spot them. And here's a brilliant example of AI's power today, even without a full-blown digital twin. Think about a standard HbA1c test. It gives you one number, a 3-month average of blood sugar. It's like a blurry snapshot. But an AI that's analyzing real-time data from a continuous glucose monitor, it sees everything: the spikes, the dips, the hidden patterns. It literally turns that blurry snapshot into a high-definition video of that person's health.
Okay, so if the tech is that powerful, why isn't it completely revolutionizing every single clinical trial right now? Well, because there's a massive gap between the hype and what's actually happening on the ground. Let's dig into where that disconnect is.
Patient screening is the perfect case study. You'd think using large language models to scan health records would be a total game changer for recruitment. But when researchers actually put it to the test, the results were, let's just say, a little sobering. So look at this, because this is really fascinating. You've got a clear trade-off. Yeah, GPT-4 is smarter than 3.5, but it's also way slower and way more expensive for each patient record it scans. And then, look at the sensitivity. That's its ability to actually find the eligible patients. GPT 3.5, 0%. A big fat zero. And the more advanced model, GPT-4, only got to 16%. So basically, they're good at ruling people out, but they are terrible at finding the right people in.
So what's going on here? Why are they failing? It's not about finding the data in the record. For GPT-4, almost all of its errors, 95%, came from misinterpreting the information. It finds the right sentence, but then it gets a date wrong, or misunderstands a lab value, or misses some key clinical nuance. This just proves that human oversight isn't a nice to have. It is absolutely critical.
But here's the thing. These technical issues, they're temporary. The models are going to get better, they'll get faster, they'll get cheaper. The real bottleneck, the one that's holding back AI and R&D, it actually has nothing to do with the technology at all. The real bottleneck, the one that every single R&D leader needs to be obsessed with solving right now, it all comes down to one number: 75%. That's right. 75% of healthcare leaders say they don't have enough in-house GenAI expertise. The problem isn't the AI tools. The problem is a massive talent gap. It's a shortage of skilled people who can actually build, validate, and deploy these models in a really complex clinical environment. So what does this mean? It means your whole strategy has to change. The way forward isn't just about buying new tech. It's about finding and developing new talent. In fact, your AI strategy is your talent strategy. So a winning playbook here starts by making sure every AI project serves a clear business goal: no science projects. Then it is all about people. You have to build teams where your clinicians and your data scientists can actually understand each other. And you have to invest in upskilling the great people you already have. And of course, all of this needs to sit on top of modern tech infrastructure and be governed by crystal clear rules that build trust and keep everyone safe.
And speaking of trust, we have to face a massive trust deficit. Look at this. Nearly 80% of people trust universities and hospitals with their digital health tech, but pharma and medtech companies, less than 8%. This isn't just a PR issue, it's a strategic barrier. If we can't earn patient trust, we won't get the very data we need to power these amazing AI models. So let's bring it all back home, back to your core goals. If you want faster trials, if you want higher quality data, if you want to truly differentiate your products, the answer isn't just in the next shiny AI tool. It's in the people you hire and the culture you build. Solving the human side of this AI equation, that is the real competitive advantage.
So, we'll leave you with this one question to take back to your team. Your organization has an AI strategy, for sure. But do you have the talent strategy to actually make it happen?